Hello everyone, welcome back to another Pokemon the series, the beginning episode talks. And before we really get into this, I want to say two things. Number one was a joke that I made about Mega Malamar, and the other thing is a bit of a celebration. Starting off with the Mega Malamar bit, which actually was kind of difficult to say, so I said like Megamar or something like that in the last video. Anyway, I made a little bit of a joke because of the fact we got the description for what Malamar does. And that is the fact that apparently Malamar sticks its tentacles into its head to stimulate its brain for a rapid boost of power. So I said, so she gets off by fingering her brain and becomes more powerful. And then someone replied to that being like, what's wrong with people on the internet? I couldn't help but laugh at that. Anyway, that was a funny one. Next up, we have some celebration, boys. It's No, I can't do that. That might be copyrighted and also horrible. Anyway, yeah, 2 years on YouTube, boys. Yes, indeed. This day, it's 2 years, the 16th of March. Also, happy birthday to my dog. She's now 4 years old. Fantastic. By the time this goes up, obviously. But anyway, yeah, 16th of March, 2-year anniversary. Just thought I'd mention that one. And also, thank you all so very much for all the support you have given me over the last 2 years. It means the world to me that anyone watches any of my videos. Thank you so very much. And I love all the comments that I get, even though technically if you want to leave a bit of a negative comment, maybe explain yourself sometimes, because some negative comments are just like, what do you mean by that? That's literally how I work. And also, we're at episode 100, boys. Yes, indeed. If you include Snow Way Out and Holiday Hijinks, which I do, we're at episode 100 finally. Yes, indeed. There you go. Celebrations are done. Because why is this a filler episode? This is the 100th episode and technically 2-year anniversary. And we're filler. We're taking the day off. Yes, indeed. We are taking the day off on a nearby island. And then when we get there, we see a flock of Farfetch. Afterwards, Pikachu finds some berries. So we go into the forest to find more. Ash and Misty find some berries. They eat it, but it's sour because it's not ripe yet. And then Tracy finds the right berries because he is a watcher. So he knows this kind of stuff. So then afterwards, the squad sends out the team. Scyther immediately flexes himself towards the squad and shows that he's the boss around these parts. But Togepi is not scared, so then everyone else becomes friends as well. And then Ash is like, Charizard, say hello to Scyther, which Charizard doesn't want to do. Then Ash kind of wants to force it, but then he blasts Ash, but that also kind of gets towards Scyther, so they get into a little bit of a fight, but don't worry about it. Ash broke it up. Meanwhile, Team Rocket is also having a break until they see Togepi. So, yeah, they're gonna try and steal the Pokemon because we need to have something happen in these episodes of nothingness. So then the gang starts gathering a bunch of food, and Scyther stops Snorlax from taking the food because of the fact that no. Okay, this is for the whole team. This is not for you, you fat bastard. Now leave. But then inside the fruit is a Jigglypuff who sings and puts everyone to sleep. So then later on they wake up, and then afterwards they decide to let Snorlax sleep, which may not have been the best idea in hindsight, but whatever. Because later on we got a bunch of sandwiches and we're ready to chow down, but that Snorlax has woken up, is behind Misty, grabs the plate and eats all of the food. So yeah, no food for the gang. So then later on, or the next day I guess, Meryl is playing with Togepi, which is very nice to see. And also Scyther trains, which kind of looks like Charizard is mocking, because Scyther's like training himself a bit, then he gets tired, and Charizard, like, he makes a noise and then Scyther gets angry, so maybe he was like, is that all you got? Tired already, huh? That kind of stuff. And then afterwards, if this episode was not, you know, fillery enough, let's have flashbacks to the last 2 gyms. And yeah, we do actually get flashbacks to the last 2 gyms. And to be honest, I feel like this part is only allowed in those episodes where we are going to, like, where we're at the league. And then we have a flashback, because I think Sinnoh, or maybe Unova, or maybe Kalos, I don't know which one, but one of them did it, or multiple of them have done it, where we're at the league and Ash, like, looks at his badges and we see some flashes of, like, the past battles. At that point, it's like, look at how far we've come. Dude, you got 2 badges. Don't you flashback now, okay? If you're at the Orange League, then you're allowed to be like, look at how far I've come. You're not allowed to flashback now. But also, Ash is separated from the squad because he decided to walk off with Pikachu. So then Victory Bell puts everyone else to sleep, except for 2 other Pokemon who are going to become a little bit problematic. And then they use suction cups in order to drag all the Pokemon towards them. But they can't do that because of the fat man himself, Snorlax. So then Scyther and Charizard take care of the rope, and then they make a bunch of noise to wake everyone up. Ash runs back, and then afterwards, Weezing uses smoke screen. Scyther gets rid of it. Charizard burns Team Rocket, and Scyther finishes it off with a Skull Bash. And then afterwards, the next day, the gang goes back on Ocean again. And then to end the episode, Team Rocket see a bunch of Farfetch, and they want to give it to the boss, but then more Farfetch show up, and more and more and more. So that's not going to happen. So we end it with a gag. And overall, yeah, I don't really care about this episode. To be honest, the big thing that we got in this episode was the fact that the rest of the squad is now introduced to Scyther. Outside of that, this episode kind of felt a bit useless, to be honest. I did not really care for it all that much. This is an easy, skippable one. Nothing actually happens. I mean, yes, Scyther learns Skull Bash and all that stuff, you know, but, like, it's just super fillery, and it's kind of fun in that sense of, like, you're playing Pokemon on your DS and you got this episode on in the background. Then it's fine, but, like, yeah, maybe do something else or just skip it entirely. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section down below. With that being said, thank you all so very much for watching, and I do hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you're new, if you don't already, turn on notifications, don't forget, check out the Let's Play channel, link description, and at the end of the video. And then next time, we have an episode that I actually don't think is on the Pokemon YouTube channel, because this is banned because of the fact of the Black Jinx. But we got Lorelei, boys, and her amazing chest. Bye!